Hello, lovely people. Helven comes to fight Gararic. Ooh, my brain wanted that to be an L, but no such luck, I'm afraid. It's Gararic of Dale, and he comes with an army that we shall pretty easily and decisively defeat. So we shall do exactly that. Hello and welcome to Captain Total Waffle's Conquest of Dale, because that is truly the purpose of this episode. It is to basically get this whole Dalian invasion on the road, and there's going to be a lot of battles. That's just how it's going to be, folks. Sorry about that. I guess. Maybe. You'll have to let me know if the battles bore you after a while, but it should be better than medieval pen pushing, shouldn't it? Anyway. Let's go and set up our trebuchets at a decent range. Something where they can absolutely reach their targets, which should be around here. Maybe a bit further. Who knows? Okay, that's good enough. And we have some archers, but not many, but that's okay. We have enough. We have enough. Our archers shall not be our strength today, though. We have Gondor cavalry on the left. Penethgedon on the right for some decisive charges. And then we have our infantry. Oh my, do we have our infantry! Yay! Let's say you. Oh! I was just about to forget to put the Seaward Lancers in with the Penethgedon guys, because that's at least something that makes sense to my mind. They are cavalry with charges as their focus. Now let's take what could be considered more defensive infantry and put those lads in front. Something like that. The general's bodyguard over there. No. I'm going to put you over there actually. So I'm going to take the rest of you. I'm going to put you like this. Yeah, that's how we're going to do that. And then we have some offensive infantry to take care of them on the right, and that's good. And yes, our trebuchets seem to be in range, which is very good to see. Oh, pummeling away at them already. So they have cavalry with them on this flank and on this flank. Okay. Gondor cavalry, first order of the day. Take down the Dale cavalry. You should be excellent for that. And you know what, you guys? Yeah, you can also take out the Dale cavalry on your side of things, because that is just wonderful. Oh, yes, and a barrage it is indeed. Ouch. They mustn't like that. Our cavalry meets theirs. Gondor against Dale. Who shall win? Well, ours is far better equipped for the battle that they are undertaking, so I do not really have any illusions.
Like this, we will smash the enemy.
I don't hold any illusions that they shall win over us. Let's move forward our infantry a little bit. You know what, let's just briefly pause it and say, Gondor infantry, take on those guys. Gondor infantry, take on those guys. Those guys, those guys, those guys, and those guys. And then you guys line up over there. How are you doing? Doing quite alright. You are doing exceedingly well too. Just move a bit further into them. It's going to be great. Don't you worry. Just Get in there! Get in there and take them on. In all the best ways possible. Goody, goody, goody. Yeah, good. Dardian Billman coming along. Lamberton Clansman, run. Let's make sure that we intercept them. Oh, the Sonic Axemen. We want them to deal with their Royal Guardsmen, so that's going to be your purpose. Because truly, I mean, a cavalry charge isn't really going to do miraculous things against Royal Guardsmen, because they are, of course, accomplished spearmen in addition to their archery. And Dardian Swordsmen have run into the Gondor cavalry, which is actually not a fight that they will want in the long run, so that's it. We're gonna run them down. Smashing. Okay. The Sonic Axeman. Smash the Guardsman, please. And Clansmen have intercepted the Billman. Very good to see. Oh! Ow! Oof! Yeah, they're not doing great, are they? Our Gondor infantry are doing really well. They're holding off 2 units over here. Goodness. And then the Guards of Asciliath holding against what seems like a sea of rivermen. A river of seamen? No, sea of rivermen. Why do you ask? Anyway, let's give them a bit of support from the flank, because we might as well. How are you doing over here? Royal Guardsmen are under attack, and that is what we like. You are now ready. Charge into the rivermen, please. Of course, the clansmen are not winning as decisively against their billmen, because their billmen, well, they're basically units of the same tier, and they're not, so they will struggle for a while. Okay. How's the cavalry doing? Yes, we're doing quite well actually. Haven't lost that many. And we have more, but I want to send them over into the Northman militia.
Only half
And
the enemy
here,
force
what is
remains.
going on? Okay. Gonna go over there. You're gonna run, please. Please do run. Okay. Good.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Yay. Okay.
Without him,
Now
his
move.
troops will lose their will
Now
to
may be the
fight.
time to charge into the billmen. Because, hey, we do want to break them, don't we? Pikemen? No, don't want to shoot at them. And, yes, we're kind of starting to see the army rout completely, so you guys, stop what you're doing. You guys, stop what you're doing. Are you... what? Are you intercepting some... oh yeah, some routing tail cavalry. Fun. Okay, yeah, no complaints there. Carry on. What do we have here? Farmhand pikemen moving into the Sonic Axemen. Oh, that is such a pity for those farmhand pikemen.
Behold how our
And the
cowardly
entire
foe
army is
runs.
routed. Very
It's time
good.
to press the attack.
Let's just see how many of them we can catch. Shouldn't be much of an issue to catch most of them, because we have a lot of cavalry, so we can just willy-nilly appoint some to catch their forces as they run away here, there, and everywhere. What do we have here? Ah, yes, that's a big blob of them coming over right there. Gods of Asciliath, you can just relax, guys. Relax. You've done well. Nice. Take out those as well. I think we are where we want to be. Don't you? Seems like any stragglers that remain must be so inconsequential as to not matter at all. But we're gonna catch them anyway. We're gonna catch them anyway. And what's that over there? Oh, Gondor spearmen chasing Northman militia. Yeah, okay. That is not consequential.
This is a clear victory.
Nice. And we healed some folks. Took out 99% of them. Always good to see. Guards of Asciliath actually taking the most kills. Well, losing only 2. Jesus. Well done, sirs. Well done. And Trebuchet, 119. It's very good indeed. No friendly fire casualties for the entire battle. That is something that I don't think I've ever even gotten with elves. Yeah, so good job, guys. Good job not shooting down your compatriots. So that was basically a little field battle to kick off what we are going to be doing here today. What we will be doing today is, however, more siege battle oriented. It is how it's going to be. Because there are so many cities lying before us. And we need to take the fight to these Dalians. They have held this area for too long. And it's taken a wee while to load, isn't it? Also, another thing that I might mention is that I am testing out another microphone. That's just another little setup that I might find interesting to work with on a day-to-day basis. It's a bit less cumbersome to set up here in my little
A wise choice, my lord.
yeah, what can you call it?
Mercy, my lord.
In my little
Surely you'd rather.
gaming plaza here in my little home. Yeah.
Never shall they return. Ready your weapons.
My lord. Without question.
So what I'd be interested to know is whether you find this microphone quality acceptable or... yeah. Just let me know, really. Because... I like to know. And now I would like to know what terms of surrender Monarchist would like to propose. But apparently none. Swain will not let himself be dissuaded without fighting it out. They have some decent armor on these troops, but it's not going to help them at all, really. Milon comes with a force so large, so vast and well trained that there's nothing they can do. It's all down in the gutter from here. At least it is for Dale. And I suppose we will be in the gutter too, doing a little bit of Dalian face stomping. And I say this with love, just so you know.
Units, await my orders. Steady
Let's keep our archers a bit behind everything else. Then we have our infantry. Our spears. Yeah, I suspect these guys will be doing the main push today. Maybe accompanied by the Citadel Guard. You know, the kind of units that we can train in most spots. Here we have our slightly more elite forces. And our cavalry will be all the way at the back. Let's see what we have to work with. Okay. Rivermen on the walls. And this structure of, you know, this town layout. Yeah, it's conducive to a slog, isn't it? Royal Guardsmen, though. Let's put them down. Ha! They stalled. That might prove fatal. Come on, little trebuchets, you can do it. Yes. Thank you. Apparently these chums are just going to stand there and watch their own feet be blown from their bodies.
We've breached our enemy's walls.
Ouch. It's fun to see them fly like that. Does make me smile, does make me smile. Let's see if we can get that general just like this. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So come on, little trebuchet. Kill them all, would you? Now the unintended... Oh yeah, there we go. Well, the unintended side effect of this is of course that the few remaining folk over there are actually activating the towers, so let's just see if we can put an end to that, or at least minimize it. But that was a pretty decisive end to Swain's military career, wouldn't you say? Oh goodness. Okay, they're trying to get off the walls now. Resistance is futile. Okay. Let's move forward, our boys. Good, good, good. And let's also deal with that tower, just in case they get any bright ideas. And let's hope we can catch their horse archers in melee. They're still okay in melee, those guys. They're not, they won't dissolve like, say, Candish Raiders or something like that. But they won't hold up to Citadel Guards, of course. That's for sure. So let's see what we can do. Rivermen are coming toward us. I think you know what that means. You know, let's put all the spearmen in the same group, because I'm going to use them in a specific way. I'm going to put these spearmen over here, though. And the others will continue. So we're going to do a little bit of a maneuver here. That's what I'm getting at.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today.
And yes, I
belong to us now.
I do want my Gondor spearmen to run a little bit. Come on. I want you to attack those rivermen, please. If you don't, I'm going to be severely disappointed. And here comes the mounted archers riding aggressively into battle, it seems.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Ah, and these guys are trained in Adun. And Baradur. The Dagger Lad. This is basically a Mordor themed army. Let's come here. It's kind of cool to see. Minas Tirith. Oh, okay. Good. Continue around the bend. We're going to catch these horse guards in a bit of a pincer. That's going to be lovely. Citadel guard, engage shield wall. That's it, shield wall. And just barrel toward the enemy, if you would. That would be nice. Okay, they do seem to be okay with the whole notion of melee combat. Let's just make sure that they don't get the chance to change their minds. Of course, there are some royal guardsmen over there that are supremely annoying, but I think we'll be okay. Not a lot of them, so we reduced it by like 2/3. Maybe we can take these lads and send them toward them. Oh, hello. Yes, the horse guards do not like that. That and the Citadel guard are pushing aside each other. They're just sending each other flying in their enthusiasm to give these cavalrymen a good and thorough smashing. And that's it. The Citadel Guard managed to take out the cavalry against whom their charge was levied. Let's send them toward the Royal Guardsmen. Now what's going on here? Darley and Billman doing very little if nothing at all. But I suppose they'll change their minds once we get closer to the square, so I am not going to give them any attention whatsoever. It's a very interesting fighting technique, that shield wall. Just throw your own soldiers about. Excellent. Couldn't ask for better.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
It does look supremely comical, though. There's just been they're throwing themselves about, or being thrown about by others, but still, it's a spectacle, isn't it? Soldiers of Gondor, flying through the air, faces against the sky, just
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
What could be more dignified? But I can't argue with results. They're getting it done, which is good. And our infantry are feeling just fantastic. So we'll want them to push on. The other guys can rest a little bit. Poke him! Poke him with your spears! Their rivermen are standing there, 2 of them, doing something that accomplishes barely anything. It's as if they're tunneling through their own lines in order to get to the enemy, which is somewhat ridiculous. Oh, there we go. No, they just knocked him over. Okay, I'm gonna stop this shield wall formation now and allow them to attack him with more conventional means, because that is turning into comedy, which was not specifically my intention. The Dalian Billman is still standing over there. Come on, guys, though. Yes, finally. You managed to poke him. Well done. Well done.
Our men have taken control of the city.
And here come the Billmen. They shall be overrun. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So let's send everything we have against them, and let's also just march those other guys in. Ask them to do their thing. I mean, they're very neatly organized. You have to give them that. They are standing in a line. They're not breaking it for anything in the world. They just say, "Yep, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna fight this in 4 columns, and anyone who breaks ranks is basically a dodo." But kind of, it must have kind of escaped them that it might be an idea to accept the chaotic fluidity of battle. But as it is, these Billmen, I mean, I can only imagine what they must be feeling. They seem to still be eager, but okay, now they're doing something. They are moving their columns. Okay. Well, that's the thing. And here come the Lasonic Axemen for a final little rear charge, which they may or may not be able to actually succeed in before the timer runs out. But yes, it seems to be the case.
The army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
44 brave souls gave their lives on this day. Most of them Citadel Guard, actually. Alright then. Well, that's a thing, I guess. But the Gondor infantry really taking the cake on this one. I mean, not that it was the most interesting battle, so there's not much need to dwell on the statistics of it. Do 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 do. Ah. Come on, game. Load. Load that thing. There are so many more battles. I suppose the there are all the units, all the armies that are in need of being rendered. As the game loads back in, the more data there is on the map as a whole, you know, as it progresses, as cities build, as all that. I guess it all needs to be rendered somehow. A trader exchange, very nice. I like that. I'll add to it a library, because we do the Dine are men of learning, apparently. And we have a merchant's guild. We have chicken farming. There's so many things we have. And how nice it all is. Turlin, you'll take a little while. Mistrand!
Captain of Gondor.
Let's go with Elgar for, now. Angborn is ready. Let's save it. Let's not take too many chances. Now that we've actually progressed some into this turn. It would be nice not to just lose it in a freak crash, which can actually occur at any moment, especially when the game gets to the scale at the end of the game. It can sometimes be a bit less stable due to all the myriad of stuff that just goes on all over the map. So loading in and out becomes a little bit more risky. Now I expect them to mount this wall, and as such we will want our dear trebuchets to be outside the range of their towers. Archers, you can just sit back over there. Polearms, axes, and other infantry. Cavalry, sit back.
Our spire's done it.
Ooh. Now that's interesting. And of course they immediately try to get away from the gate. Let's start by ruining their towers. And you, and then you do that one. It's gonna be great. Very good, very good. Let's take this tower as well, just because they seem to be bugging out over here or refusing to move or whatever it is. Then we should take this one too. Let's minimize our losses. Come on, lads. It's time for a thing to happen. Good, good, good. Yeah. I think that's about all we need for our polearms to do their jobs. So let us send them in. These Lasanic axemen will also be useful, but not too much initially. For breaking through, I'm going to use the polearms, and then we'll see about the whole spearman situation. They can also be useful for breaking a deadlock down the, main road here, which will almost certainly happen. Ah, that's the... No, that's not the general. This is the general. Okay. So the Arwothiadar Horse Guards. And so the Fountain Guard and the Guards of Asgiliath will be the first to march into this Fortress of Dale. And the Northman archers want to make it onto the walls. Okay. You know what? We can play that game. Get in there, Fountain Guard. Get in there and do your thing. Ravanian Godrots. Well, Guards of Asgiliath, you are made for that matchup, so get to work, please. There are some Dale Swords Masters. So what can we do about those? Well, this does seem like the kind of situation that our spearmen were kind of meant to solve. So let's get them involved. Now, up here, how are we doing? Well, we have started poking, and the poking shall not stop for anything. It's just every single poke kills a Northman archer. It's cool. It's good. It's how we want it. And over here, we're also doing pretty well. Godrots and Swordmasters alike struggling to keep up with the Guards of Asgiliath. And here come the Seaward Spearmen, who shall then smash their way into their formation. So that our armor-piercing halberdiers can capitalize on the chaos. Our Fountain Guard are still full in number and are just continuing to poke down these Northman archers as if they are nothing. Oh dear. I almost feel sorry for them. Almost. Now the Seaward Spearmen will bear the brunt of this, but I'm okay with that. They're not the best unit in our army. I mean, with the armor upgrades, they become fine units. They absolutely do. Especially for holding a line, but this day requires a dedicated push. And that is what the enemy shall get. Darlian Billman. Let's hack him on the chins. The Fountain Guard still going as strong as ever.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, this is turning out pretty well. Despite having more defenders to deal with, our forces are taking them to task with dogged determination and expert precision, which is wonderful to see. The good Rorts are running. The sword masters are not making progress, and the barding herd are shaken to the core. To be fair, I think I would be too. It's not pretty being here in the maelstrom of Gondorian soldiers. The barding herd has run away. The Gadrods desperately try to come back for more. Okay then. Fountain Guard, get over there. No, they didn't last long, did they? No. Okay. Dale Cavalry coming in. Well, Citadel Guard, that's basically your bread and butter.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
More Citadel Guard can come and help in the elimination of the cavalry. The Ravanian Gadrots, well, I don't have much confidence in their morale anymore, it has to be said. But the cavalry seem to run away. Understandable, but not necessarily honourable. The Dale Cavalry returns. Trying to do hit and run tactics at the center of a city. Not the best move, it must be said. But at least the Gadrots are fighting a little bit more tenaciously this time. Not with much success though, so maybe they were right to run. And they seem to have realized that once again. And run away, leaving the Dale Cavalry to their demise. Right, everybody, it is time to take out the Horse Guards. First, the Citadel Guard will run in, distract them a bit. Have they used all their arrows? It would actually seem like they have. And then, well, the Fountain Guard are gonna come in and do their thing. We're gonna target them toward their rear at first. If they can even make it over.
Our men have taken control of the city.
Oh, they can come and just manage to do the minimal amount for them to credibly claim to have been there.
The enemy general lies dead.
That should basically be it. And one remains. Goodbye, sir.
Behold how our be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Gods of Skiliath, 209. That's good. Fountain Guard, 155, but no losses. Oh, that's cool. And good that we took out those towers, because if we hadn't, our losses would have been far greater. They would have exceeded 200-300, something like that. So, taking a little time to take out towers. It's a good investment to make. And Algar is ours. Elgair. Is that it? Is it in 3 syllables or 2? I'm never sure. So if you have an opinion as to that, or maybe even some kind of justification for it, based in anything, let me know. There we are. Elgair. Actually, I like the sound of that. I'm gonna call it Elgair for now.
Victorious.
Elgair.
We have gained a territory.
Come and get me.
Now Ruba might be interesting,
Assail the enemies of Gondor.
because there is an enemy there, Captain Brö here. Very interesting indeed.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Bregion stands before the enemy at Mistrand. It is an enemy ill-prepared, but they are led by Prince Brand. Okay then. Well, let's see if we can take Rubar first, though.
Awaiting your command. Slay them!
Theodoric. He has an army that's basically not worth counting. Bro here has an army that is probably pretty easily routed. So all in all, I don't fear much from this. Their only advantage is in numbers. And even those, well, the advantage is not so great as to cause me major concern.
Don't let them any further.
We'll have to see how they divvy up on the battle map, because that could really go either way. It could be if they, and how they engage us. If they just try, if the supporting army tries to get into the city, then that's going to be annoying. So maybe that's just what they're going to do. Anyhow, let's look to getting past their siege defenses quite quickly. I'm gonna assume that they start toward this corner over there. So we have some infantry here. Do-do-do-do. That is what I'm going to go with, at least for now.
The enemy have brought up more men.
So, yes, they start at that very far corner. And the defenders are choosing to do bugger and all. So we will smash the wall.
We are through the enemy's walls, into the breach, and on to victory.
Indeed, indeed. Tower. Tower. Go. Now, how is our enemy over here looking to do? And what are they looking to do? That's really the biggest question. Well, it's hard to tell right now, but they might be going for this entrance over here. Goodness, the game is struggling to load all this stuff. That's that. Okay. Time to move our troops inside. Give them a good thwack, shall we? Yes, we shall give them a good thwack. And there'll be plenty of infantry to cover your backs. Let's try and move our trebuchets over here. If we end up needing them, that's going to be pretty much the place.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
So, trying to counter us with troops that our unit varieties counter inherently
Soldiers have proved their worth today.
is proving to be a bit of a
To us now.
mistake for the enemy. Oh, no, they shoot with arrows. Partially at their own troops, but I don't mind. I don't mind. It could appear that they are actually trying to get around the walls and meet us in the field. Okay. That's just going to make things easier for us, I think. So, hooray for that. This means that we will need some infantry presence over here. Which I am completely fine with. Oh, hello, swordmasters. Focus guards on sword masters and the rest of you on the Northman archers. That's going to be good. Yeah, let's just include our general in the polearm side of things. That's going to be okay. Nice. Shoot the towers, please.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yes, you are the elite forces of Gondor. And I want you all to fight. Hello, Darlian Billman. Hello, Darlian. Well, Barding Herd. Pikemen. They're pulling out all the stops, aren't they? Marksman. Swordsman. Cavalryman. Billman. What an army.
Defenders of the White Tree,
What a thing.
men of Gondor. We are the elite forces of Gondor.
Poke them to death. Let's reform the lines a little bit. Have we dealt with these blade masters yet? Almost. Dropping like flies.
For the glory of Gondor.
Here come Ithil Guardians. With their wonderful two-handed blades. Team 5. Get in. Get stuck in. Before these pricks fire too many arrows. Now the Stallion army doesn't seem that far away anymore.
Ready your weapons.
And I guess we shall have to hope that our little expeditionary force will hold. Let's send the halberdiers out. Our general can help too.
Trebuchet! Defenders of the White Tree! Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Oh, that's nice.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Theodoric. It's gone.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. Our men have taken control of the city.
Let's wait a little bit. Oh, they seem to be focused now on... Oh, yes, of course, we've started the countdown timer, so now they are aggressively pursuing to halt that. Of course, of course. Well, well, well. Let's see, we might be able to win this without shedding much blood in the bigger army.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Yes, archers shoot the horse guards.
Assail the enemies of Gondor! Assail the enemies of Gondor! Ready your weapons.
Come on, walk into them or something. Good.
Ready for battle.
At your command.
They have just stormed upon us like a tide, out of desperation rather than tactics. And the troops are paying the price.
Guardsmen, attack! Ready your weapons.
And so is the finding of our fountain guard, apparently. Also. So we must maybe take matters into our own hands to stop them from walking into a wall. It's a bit better.
At your command. Ride for the glory of Gondor.
That should be it. Victory! Yeah, let's end it here. I think that's a fine point.
Victory is ours. Let it be a salve upon our wounds.
Wardens of the White Tower, nicking the top prize today, despite not being in the game for much of anything. It's kind of cool. Well done. And with that, I think this episode might be able to conclude with a bit of a climax. Because I have the feeling that Mistrand will need to be its own episode. We're facing off against Prince Brand after all. And we'll want to give him a good proper send-off. He's a really good unique general, and he needs special attention.
Yes, please, my lord.
But look at how pretty the scene of Rune is becoming.
We have vanquished the enemy. Our realm is expanded.
This is all lovely as far as I'm concerned.
That's right. Can you not tell friend from foe?
Maintain order.
My lord.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Orders.
And lest shall of course fall on the next turn. So no end turns have been clicked today. It's just been pure, unadulterated battles coming your way. And with Mistrand and Lest we'll hit 56, leaving only a potential of 4 regions before we'll start to before we reach 60 regions, which is a heck of a lot. It really is. Not sure how far we'll go, but I would like to at least control the Sea of Rune and see if Dorwinion can somehow be helped out of their dire predicament.
My lord. Approaching quietly.
But my
Approaching
goodness,
quietly.
Dale's
Approaching
forces are numerous
You in battle.
and
Get me.
decently strong. So we'll see if Dorwinion can actually hold Karasast, whether they can keep the enemy at bay at Strandost for long enough for Lest to be taken, reinforcements no longer to come, and for Dale to admit defeat.
Maintain order.
But for next time,
Assail the enemies of Gondor.
we shall assault Prince Brand, conqueror of Mistrand. So stay tuned, folks. Braegion will want to give you a show that you shall never forget. If you tune in, of course. Either way, though, I hope you'll have a good day. Cat and Total Waffle considerably out.